Okay, when it comes time to letting Amber choose her eyeshadow, I say, now Amber, these are our 3 hottest selling eyeshadows. This is actually the #1 shade. This is Park Avenue Princess. Browns are very, very popular nowadays, but I think a lot of people already have browns, and so I think that might be why Park Avenue Princess is so popular, is because the people just love how that pink just pops up on any eye. Okay, and then this is Bellissima. It's gorgeous too. It has a dark purple, a real nice taupey tan color, but it has gold flecks in it. Which one would you like to try today?
The Park Avenue Princess.
Okay, very good. And then I let her decide which foundation she wants to play with. Although I still will use P2 on her, I will still use the pink blue blush on her, and I will still use the raspberry ice and the golden bronze lipstick on her. I take the pencil that she has now used and contaminated. I put it in here to sharpen it, okay? I then take it over here and wipe it on the alcohol, the edges, so that we're all clean. This is all cut off, and this is all clean from her touching it, okay? And not that you're contaminating, Amber. And then I go ahead and wipe it on the dry area again, okay? So when I'm putting the lid on, it's a brand new clean tool going back into my bag. Okay. Oh, bringing it back out. Okay, Amber blended already. Her eyes look great. But if I saw somebody's eyes look a little bit funky, this end of this pencil is soft and dipped several times in like paint, so that is actually a blending tool. When you go and need to blend, yes, our sharp little sponges are awesome from Beauty Control, and that's a good blending tool, but that can kind of wipe things off. This is actually good to kind of push down and blend it, kind of like what a sponge does when you blend blush. So just so you all know as consultants, this is a great blending tool. Okay. All right. Apply 2 coats of mascara for the thickest, longest lashes possible. Now, at my spas, I don't have them take their mascara off. So what I'm doing when I'm actually handing her the mascara is I'm usually putting a second coat on, okay? So I just take one of the applicators out and I say, Amber, I'm not going to double dip this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it to you, and it's going to have to be enough to just kind of tip your lashes that you already have mascara on, okay? So I'll go ahead and hand that to her. And then as she hands it back to me, I often will take my square that I've been working with, turn it to another area, and I will wipe things off, okay? So she sees me being very clean, and I will put things back away, cleaned and ready to go, okay? All right. And it's always good to keep your store, like if you are at a department store right now, it would be very important to keep your store very clean, you know, everything nice and neat, okay? And then it says, look into the mirror and smile. To find the apple of your cheek, and sweep the blush in an upward motion towards the hairline. Blend your makeup with a sponge for a natural glow. And it's a very common mistake, Amber, for women to dip in and then put on. And when you dip in and then put on, all that color's right there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dip in, we're going to tap down, and now when you smile, and I always go like this, so you look like a dork, because then they don't feel so silly when they're looking silly if you're looking silly. So you just go smile, and you just go like that, okay? And that's for one cheek, Amber. And then I have a second one for the other one. Now at home, you wouldn't be doing both, you know, with one brush. You could do one brush. But for speed at my spas, I always have the 2 brushes. And it also makes it easy to get her to be very even on her makeup application. And then there's your sponge so that you can just kind of blend a little bit. And then you dry and put away. Okay. All right. For a sheer look, apply 1 coat of lasting lip color. For a deeper color, apply lip shaping pencil over entire area. I don't have them apply the lip liner normally because you look very detailed, and women in the Midwest especially are afraid of looking harsh or overdone. So having to put a lip liner on defines lips so much that they think, oh my goodness, all I see is lips. So I have found that I don't mess with lip liner personally, but I do carry one. I do have to have that in there for the woman who does like to look very defined. And I would say, do you like to use a lip liner? If she's, yeah, Amber's even like, no, please. And so that's very normal. And so I just quit carrying one. But it does come in the makeup kit, so I should have it in there. Okay. And so the 2 lipsticks that I like to carry are Raspberry Ice, because that comes with the Park Avenue Princess set, which is the hottest selling set. And I say to her, what do you normally wear for lipstick, Amber?
Usually browns.
Usually browns. And they almost always say that. And I say, would you be interested in trying something a little fun, a little new, new color for you? The thing that's so neat about a Raspberry Ice lipstick, Amber, is that it's actually been with the company for 25 years. So it's not one of those that's here and then gone. And women like to know the lipstick's been around and will stay around if they fall in love with it. Mm-hmm. And so what's neat about Raspberry Ice is when you put it on with reds, it looks red. You put it on with berries, it looks berries. You put it on with browns, and it looks berry too. But then if you wear pink, it actually pops pink out too. So it's a very versatile lip color. It's a frost, and when you first put it on, it might look a little overdone, but you can always blot it down. Would you be willing to try it?
Sure.
Okay, that's what they normally say. And so then I mess with it, and I churn the tissue again like this to an area that's clean, and I wipe it off and then wipe the edge, although I've done that when I put it away, and I hand it to her. I used to try to let them use wands and all these other things too, but I found that just didn't work because I didn't get a true look of what it really looked like. And then what normally happens is they'll put it on, and they usually, if it's a young girl like Amber, don't like it. And I always wipe it and then cut around the edges, okay? And then normally they'll say, nah, it's just too much, I'm not into it. Like, okay, let's put golden bronze over top. And so then I take it, wipe it, cut it, okay, hand it to her, and they put golden bronze over top. And normally then they do like it because it's a more of a coppery kind of, and what's neat about that, see now she's even comfortable with it. When they go outside, it even catches like copper hues, and they like that idea. Now, if for any reason Amber still would feel uncomfortable, I would totally have her take a little cotton square, you know, the little facial towels cut up in the 2x2 squares, and I would actually have her put her in her lips and like wipe it off. And then I would start over just with golden bronze, okay? And that usually makes it so that they're totally fine with the lipstick. Okay, so then I just say, now do you see how easy that was, Amber, to go ahead and put your makeup on? It really, truly is as easy as reading. Because you went ahead and did it yourself. I just read to you. Mm-hmm. And that way it makes her feel comfortable with putting makeup on. Okay, here's a little story on our sponges. Beauty Control sponges, the consistency of them is a wonderful tool to actually use. You can buy sponges at other locations, but what I always love about our sponges is you can actually leave it behind as a gift to the hostess because the quality is so nice, and they can actually throw them right in the washing machine and wash them with their laundry, and they come out just like a regular sponge. And so this package would literally last her for a year and a half because she can just keep recycling and rewashing the sponges. And they normally don't throw them in the washing machine, but I tell them they can because you could. But what is neat about them is that you can just take dial soap and rinse and clean it out and then let it dry while you're using another one and just keep recycling them over and over again. So our sponge quality allows our makeup to go on better, allows things to blend easier, and so even the quality of the sponges in Beauty Control is incredible.